And here, my dear friends, is one more video for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share with a friend. Hey guys, Dr. Ray here. I'm very interested in the health of my patients, but your health as well. Of course, nowadays you have access to the internet, so you can get the latest research from the most academic source. The problem is deciphering our language. The first 2 years of medical school, we literally learn a language and we communicate in this language, which is very, very difficult to decipher. So what I like to do with my YouTube channels is basically digest this information to the most simplest element. So it's not exhaustive. It doesn't replace your doctor. It's just a little tip, nothing more than a friendly tip. Okay, so let's talk about gastritis. That a lot of people talk about gastritis. Of course, strictly speaking, the real gastritis has a multitude of causes. Chemical, such as, I'll give you an example, alcohol. It can be infectious, such as H. pylori. It has numerous other causes, okay? Just stress itself, just the increased cortisol in your body, and the increased production of the digestive elements in your stomach, intestine, can cause a gastritis. Multi-causes. What I want to talk about is the gastritis that colloquially people talk about in the streets. Now you see people with skinny, huge bellies. Okay, very, very common, sadly, in our society. This tight belly, this discomfort of a big belly. They think they're fat. Can't tell you the honest truth. Many times they're bloated. They're bloated, and these are gases. Okay, these are gases. And what's happening? What's happening? Why is such a common problem? Look, you guys, vis-a-vis the chemicals of our society, my gosh, go to the gas station, buy some of these cakes, some of these candies, put it out in the desert. You come back a year later, it hasn't lost color, hasn't lost its softness, hasn't lost its moisture. Can you imagine that? What chemistry are we subjecting the general population to? And I was a chemistry major before I went to medical school. What chemistry are we subjecting our population that, my gosh, glows in the dark? In some cases, literally glows in the dark. And this is killing the natural bacteria of our GI tract. A gastrointestinal tract is killing the bacteria because it's such brutal chemicals. How about talking about killing bacteria? Talk about further abuses. How about the proliferation of antibiotics in our foods, and how that kills the bacteria of our intestines and stomach. Antibiotics in everything. Soap, almost everything today has antibiotic. Even the feed they give to chickens in chicken farms. Anyhow, eggs, everything. So what's happening? Bottom line, summarizing, your GI tract has no good bacteria or bad bacteria. Okay, look at the moms. Let's go one step back in nature. Look how wise nature is, or God, however you view this, or God in nature. Mom passes milk to a lactating child. Okay, the mom not only produces the milk, but she's also giving the child, by the same passage, lactobacillus, the good bacteria, okay, which helps digest the milk and keeps the baby from having colic. Okay, so what we are in desperate need of is replacing the good bacteria in our GI tract, which we killed with the proliferation of antibiotics and everything, and just the chemicals alone. Okay, so Here are some very, very simple tricks. Okay, simple. Today you can buy probiotics at any pharmacy. You can buy it at the supermarket. Some people don't like to take pills. Yakult is a product that I've seen for, my gosh, 40, 50 years. Certainly North America, certainly South America, and other places. It's a Japanese product, very tasty. Basically has bacterial colonies in it, and probiotics, basically. Okay, and very, very useful. Honey is a wonderful probiotic. It has one additional property. Going back to our original discussion of there are bad bacteria that can colonize a GI tract which has been freed of its good flora. Honey not only is a probiotic, but honey is also an antibiotic, but a good antibiotic which kills the bad bacteria of your stomach. So here are some very simple home remedies for you to take care of. And if you take, for example, I never would dream leaving the house without taking at least my probiotic pills, capsules, whatever. Because just, look how skinny I am, look how skinny. And I'm 54, all men my age, literally all men my age, listen carefully, literally all men my age have a belly. And many times it's not fat. It's just unprocessed materials in their GI tract. As a matter of fact, at autopsy, when we open up a person, we find, after they die, we find that they have 10, 15, 25, 50 pounds of undigested material, partially digested material, or fecal material. So you actually were much lighter than you thought, okay? So I do not leave the house without my probiotics. At least my probiotic capsules, because they're easy to take. But if I have a little bit extra time, for sure, my probiotic drinks like Yakult. And I don't work with this company at all. Or my honey, okay? So rarely do I leave the house without these three things, okay? And gassiness, abdominal pain, bloating. Usually, one of the most common reasons is simply a GI tract that no longer has a normal flora. Probiotics, okay? And so, of course, there are very serious ailments of the GI tract for which I recommend you to see your doctor or a gastrointestinal specialist, of course. But I'm talking about the simple day-to-day things. Finally, when you're a little stressed, don't forget to coat your stomach and intestine with oatmeal, okay, warm oatmeal. Okay, guys, I love you very, very much. I want you to be healthy and happy. And until next time, Dr. Ray, the King of Health.